Hey there, folks. Welcome to the channel. It's all about racing. Thanks for tuning in today. Today we're going to take a look at another 1/64 scale car from the folks of IXO and Tarmac Works. In this case, this is the Iron Dames Ferrari 488 GTE, their 2019 livery that competed in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This thing's really cool, but first let's talk about Tarmac Works a little bit first. I believe these cars are die-cast. They are mounted on a plastic base, come with a nice acrylic jewel cover, and a box that fits the theme of the livery of the car, in this case this being a Ferrari. And if you take a look at this box and the car and the base and you stare at it too long, you will go absolutely out of your mind or think you're on drugs that you probably shouldn't be on. But anyhow, this is from their Hobby 164 line. It is a rather unique and insane livery, and we're going to take a look at it right now in greater detail. Now, after you take this off and release the car from its enclosure, you have a really unique car. And then you've got one of these little things here, and this is I guess this is your consolation prize that you get for buying this car that certifies that you own a 1/64 scale model, and you are now a part of our model car revolution. Folks, if you've seen my videos, you know what I think about these things. I mean, they're really cool cars. They're neat. I like them. I'm glad they come with them. But, if you're going to tell me that I've got number 399 out of a potential 9,999 cars, they don't even tell you how many they make. But they've got 4 digits on here. And if somebody out there has number 9,999, will you please let me know? I swear to God, I will send you a free car if you've got that. I just want to prove my point. That if they make 10,000 of these cars, that's just absolutely insane. It is nuts. To me, that is not limited edition. It is a really good-looking car. It's a cool idea, but folks, if you make 2,000, or you make 1,000, or 5, or 6, or 8, or 400, 300, 120, whatever, that's limited edition. 10,000 is not. Please let me know in the comment section if you agree with me or not. Anyhow. So now let's take a look at the car. That's a bunch. But this car, folks, is really, really cool. One thing I like about Tarmac's work is they have unique cars. They have great bases, great. I love jewel cases for cars. I mean, this is the way every company that makes a 1/64 scale car, a race car, should do, because these aren't toys, and these don't need to be handled like toys. But anyhow, as you can see, my camera is having trouble focusing on this thing because this livery is absolutely insane. I don't know if it's a combination of blue with black and pink stripes or what, but if you look at it long enough, I swear to God, it will drive you nuts. Throw this base on top of it, which is even better. And wait till we look at the back of it going to the front. It's just cool. But anyhow, this is a really nice looking car. The Ferrari 488 might be one of the best looking sports cars ever built today, including the 296 that just succeeded it recently. But if you move this thing around and take a look at it, I mean, it is just absolutely stunning. This is one of Tarmac's work, in my opinion, some of the better work that they have ever done. And I'm going to give you like 5 or 6 reasons why. If you know me, well, I'm a detail-oriented kind of guy. And if you take a look at this car, it is absolutely insane. Look at the carbon fiber on that front splitter. This is on a 1/64 scale car that costs like $25. You've got a front tow hook there over by the left, a tow hook on a 1/64 scale car. And just look at the details of that grille, the splitter, the color. If you look at it from the front, you look back, it's obviously this car base color is blue and it's sparkle. And it's adorned by pink and black stripes that just loom larger and larger and get crazier and crazier as you go down the car from the front. So you really have to look at it this way. The pink mirrors just stare at you along with the pink rear wing that tell you, hey, this is the Iron Dames, even though it really doesn't say that anywhere on the car except for 2 spots. That's right, on the front here where it's that pink square that says Iron Dames and Women's in Motorsport. Just really cool, I think, badass looking, great looking interior of the car. You can see a lot of it from here. One thing that's nice, they do have really nice interiors for a 1/64 scale car. Really, really cool. You take a look at it from the side, and now you can see, as you start going down the car, the pink lines and particularly the black lines get thicker and thicker until the blue becomes less relevant and it's more black and pink. You kind of catch on what we're doing here. If you also take a look at the stripes on the base, Let me see if I can get my try. They start small here, and then they get thicker and thicker and thicker as you go down the base. And then it's shaped in that like that triangle shaped form, which really kind of starts when you look at the hood of the car. And we'll take a look at that. You kind of see how that flows and how it matches the colors on the base. It's really clever thinking. I mean, this is just a this is a badass looking wrap they put on this car. It almost makes you forget about the details of the car, which are really what we're kind of talking about here. But we are talking about the wrap too. And there's a look at that gorgeous engine bay that you get on 488 cars. Somewhere on there is a small antenna. I think I may have broke a little bit when I was handling it, so it's a stub of antenna now, but it was a bit longer. You've got that pink Iron Dames rear wing on it. And take a look at the back, and there, there's another thing I'm going to point out that is just absolutely amazing. And if you have this car and you haven't noticed it, well, I'll point it out and rejoice to it. First, let's look at this insane livery. I mean, just look how that looks. That is just crazy. We're talking about the base of the car, not the car itself now, because it's all black in the back. But anyhow, you have got a nicely done carbon fiber rear diffuser on there. You have the tailpipes that stick out on both sides. You got the tow hook. You got nice plastic taillights. And there's one thing I'm gonna point out here, and I'll grab my little. This thing is so tiny, and I'm afraid if I pull on it, you see this little yellow circle there. There's a little pull tab attached to that. It is so tiny you almost don't notice it. Believe me, guys, it's not a decal. That is a plastic part that they put in there. That is the air jack inlet, and there's a little pull tab on there. So when they release the air jack, when they do that, the car's supposed to drop to the ground automatically, and then the driver can take off and get out of the pit. If it doesn't, they can yank on that, and that'll drop it. Supposedly, if it fails otherwise. But anyhow, just to have that tiny little small detail on there, I think is absolutely freaking amazing. I love it, guys. I mean, this Tarmac Works, thank you for not only giving me a bizarre car that really hurts my brain just thinking about it, but adding a little more small details that further hurt my brain thinking about it, and noticing it and finding it and pointing it out to you guys. Thank you, Tarmac Works. This has got to be one of my insanely favorite cars that I've got in my 164 collection. Take care, folks.